everybody, Linda Carroll here from my studio, Gather of Great Things, and it is Magical Monday. So let's make some magic. I hope everybody's doing well. It is a little bit later than in the day than I had hoped to start working on this collage, but I hopefully will get it up while it is still Monday. So let's see what happens. Tomorrow is a really special day for me. 8 years ago, it was a very magical day, and I married my sweetheart. Our story is quite a magical story. We met in, I hope this isn't too glary. We met in 1968, and this was my prom in 1969, and we broke up on my 18th birthday in 1969, and I did not see him again until it was in, 2007, and I went to an Irish festival, and who did I run into but my lovey? And he was singing with an Irish group. Most of the people that were in the group were his brother-in-laws, and I saw his dad. His dad was at the festival, and I talked to him, and after he performed on stage, I sat with his dad in the audience, and we had something to drink and caught up. Gosh, how long was it? 38 years, I think. Anyway, it had been a long time, and he showed me pictures of his children, and he talked about his wife who was ill, and I had recently moved back to Baltimore. Well, not recently, it was the year before. And I moved back because my mom was ill, and I wanted to spend time with her and take care of her, which I did. But, you know, it's funny the way life has plans for you that you don't expect to happen. But it was so good to see him, and I apologize for the way I had broken up with him, because I was really terrible. I was angry and terrible. And after that time, I didn't ever speak to him again until that day. And so we exchanged phone numbers, and, you know, I told him that I was so glad to see him again, and that was it. And the next week, I got a phone call from the museum where I had worked in California. And the person who had taken my place had moved on, and they were wondering if I was interested in coming back. And I said, absolutely. When do you need me? And they said, as soon as you can get here. And I said, well, my mom has just passed away. I have some things I have to tie up, but I can be there by the new year. And they said, that's great. That'll work perfectly. So I moved back to California and carried on with my life there. I had bought a house in Baltimore. My brother moved into the house to live there and take care of the house. And I lived there for a year back in California. And within that time, the economy slumped. My dear one's wife had passed away. he was going through the grieving process, and he came to see me towards the end of the year, and I was so glad to see him. And I had a difficult choice to make. Was I going to stay in California, or was I going to move back to my house in Maryland and Baltimore and carry on from there? And I decided that because of the economy, the museum had really cut back my position and the budget that I had to work with. So I decided to move back to Baltimore and go to work at Maryland Institute College of Art, which was right across the street from my house. And that's what I did. And to make a long story short, in 2013, we got married. And this probably is going to be glary because it is framed in glass. But here we are on the beach where we live, and that was our wedding day 8 years ago tomorrow. So what I'm going to be working on today is a collage that I am going to use as the basis of the card that I'm going to give to my husband. And last night when I was thinking about what was going to be on this card, I thought of swans, and that swans mate for life, and that how lucky we are that the fates brought us back together and this time of our lives, and we are very, very happy. So went on a search and I found some swans, and I found this couple who are doing, it looks like they're kissing one another, and I really, really like that. And it makes kind of a heart shape, and they really do this as part of their mating ritual. And then I found these two who are kind of touching foreheads, and I love that. To me, when that happens between two people, it means that you have a real soul connection with this person and feel deeply for them. And I'm trying to decide which one I want to use, and as I'm sitting here looking at both of them, I think I want to use this one. This one, even though the heart shape is more pronounced in this one, I love that these two are pressing their foreheads together. And so that's the one I'm going to use in this collage. I found this border to nestle them in. It's an autumn border, and I thought it was so pretty with the autumn leaves. And I'm going to do a collage similar. If you'll remember, I did this crow collage, which I call a maximalist collage. Somebody told me that this collage reminded them of a collage artist named Tony Fitzpatrick. And so I've looked at a lot of his collages, and I can see that definitely the reference and the resemblance between my collage and his collages. So, and then I see the resemblance between this collage and my art journals that I started back in let's see, 2000, when did I do that first one? I'm thinking 2016, 5 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to be working in this style, and I have my focus point, my main focal point of the collage. And what I'm going to do, I have my favorite box of all different little odds and ends. And what I'm going to do is go through this and see what I can find that will work in this collage. And I'm just going to search a bit and see what is in here and who is in here. Ooh, I like this deer head. And I'm wondering, I haven't looked at all this stuff in a while, and I don't have a real plan for this collage. But I'm wondering if, let's see what happens if I cut out these antlers. Okay, let's see what else I can find in here. Now, I'm going to put a border around this, like I did with my in my art journal. I just like that. It just feels like it keeps this little world all together in one spot and holds it. So I'm just going to cut up some of this paper. Okay, I think I need to get a little bit of a background in here before I go too far, because my swans are white and my background is white, and I know that I want to kind of, let me see my vintage photo. I do. I think I want to do some vintage photo. In the background. Now this is Distress Oxide. So I don't work a lot with oxides, but I have a lot of colors. And I think I just want to start experimenting with them. And I know they react with water. Okay. other colors do I want to use, considering let's see, I have scattered straw, I have tea dye, I have picked raspberry. That's kind of pinkish, isn't it? Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what this looks like. And tea dye. Just a little bit lighter than the finished photo. Let's see what the scattered straw is here. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's see what happens if we spritz some water on here. Take a napkin. I like the blending of the colors. Really pretty. Okay. I thought it would react more. Let's go ahead and dry this. I think I want some spritzes. This is tea dye. Okay. Let's start putting our border down. Now, I'm just going to use my glue stick. Okay. Let's start building this border. And I'm gonna put this on top of the border that we're building. So let's just go ahead and get this started. And I'm just gonna paste. here's a rough border. Let's get this in here. Oh, how did I cut that? Boy, that was a struggle. Goodness sakes. I was not thinking ahead and glued my leaves down before I put my swans down. Okay, so there's the focal point of my collage, and now I need to start filling in with meaningful things around the border and also in the background of the collage. And I've intentionally left these two areas so I can pick them up, because I might want to put a circle, and I think I do want to put a circle behind their heads. So let me see what I can find here. If there's anything I can cut a circle out of. That's kind of pretty. I have in my head too my the journal that I'm putting together, my grimoire, and I'm seeing a lot of these things that would work so well in there as well. So okay, down here we might find some interesting things. So Lady and the Dolphins. Prosthetic leg. That's another story. Okay, let's look in here and see if we can find some images that we can use in this collage. I really kind of like that. Okay. And I like this arm that is kind of in the shape of the goose's head too. That might be go in there. And then I have this measuring tape, and we will be married 8 years this year. That's so cute. Well, Welsh witch's hat. Let's see what else we can find in here. Whales. There's David. We went to Italy for our, we couldn't go the first year for our honeymoon because Michael's mom had just passed away. And so we couldn't really make plans, but we went the following year. So I think David might indeed find a place here in our collage. And we love to travel. Oh, look at these great images. This looks a little bit before 1969 or 68, but maybe not. And while we were dating, men landed on the moon for the first time. I think we have enough things to play with in here. And you have the David. We have the countdown. I kind of really like this for some reason. The chair. I'm sure that has some kind of significance. So, I'm going to glue this down. And I like how the leg of the chair fits right there. And then we had the antlers. Where's our other antler? Okay. This will go down in this corner. This the year I came back to Baltimore, which was 2009, that spring, my husband to be, I didn't know that at the time, but he was in a very bad accident at work, and a piece of metal came flying across. He was outside checking on and hit him in his right leg and shattered, didn't break, shattered into smithereens. The bones in the bottom of his right leg. And it was questionable, especially after he got an infection in the hardware that they put in his leg to save his leg. He ended up getting osteomyelitis and had another surgery to have the hardware removed from the leg. So this is a symbolic of that accident and his recovery. Luckily, he did not need this, but he did have a knee replacement, a very successful knee replacement in that leg. So we're very grateful to the surgeons that were able to save his leg. Naturally, he can't run anymore. That's okay. Oh dear, I can't find my other antler. Well, I will find it. So I'm going to put this one on. I'm sure I'll find it. So let's go ahead and decide what we want to do with David. Does he need to be down here? In the card. Or does he have to be up here? Actually, I think he's a little bit too big, so we'll leave him out of this one. And let's get some glue on here. This up here. I will find that other. I must have dropped it on the floor or something, maybe. The other antler. Okay, let's see what else we can find to put in here. I need some tiny things. And we were both kind of like gypsies. He worked all over the United States, and I moved all over the United States as he did. And so I think we're both kind of like gypsies. So the gypsy can go up here. Okay, we have the 4 corners taken care of. Need this little astronaut here. This kind of plays tribute to Tisha Moore as well. She had a group called the Archtronauts Club. I really don't know if it's still active or not. But I was a member of that club for a number of years. So, we'll put our little astronaut in here. Where does he need to be? Do we want him planted solidly somewhere, like on these leaves? Because us getting back together has been quite an adventure. I think so. We do love our adventures. So, let's see, he can be standing on these leaves. Okay. Our story is moving on along here. These totems, I think, are not exactly what I'm looking for. There's a woman in a mask. That kind of addresses this last year, for sure. What else did we find? I really like this little witch here, but I think I'm going to use this page in my junk journal. So I'm going to save that. And I have some clock workings or clock faces. These might be a little big. see what we can do with this. Because time certainly is a big part of our love story. think that this piece is almost finished. I'm gonna have to look at it a little bit more and decide if I want to include anything else in this particular collage. I don't think that I do, except I need to make the connections among all of these pieces that I've included in the collage. I'm not sure this time how I'm going to do that, and I really have to concentrate on that, and I really want to find my other antler before I do that. So I think I've worked enough magic today, and I will finish this and do my card tonight, and that will be another video. Okay, so I know I was pretty quiet while I was making this piece, but I hope you enjoyed watching it come together. There's lots of stories here behind the images, and again, I just, you know, when images just show up at the exact right time and for the exact perfect place, that really shows me that the magic is working. Whether it's intuition, or whether it's the universe speaking to me, or whether it's just, you know, some people say, oh, it's just a coincidence. I look at it as a synchronicity. So anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I hope you have a great day or evening, whichever the case may be when you watch this. And I will see you again really soon. Many blessings to you. Bye for now.